The following is a special presentation of the First Horizon Green Sports Zone. This is the Tommie's Plum and Betsy Shaw Show. Welcome back to First Horizon's Green Sports Zone, and welcome back to this week's edition of the Tommie's Plum and Betsy Shaw Show, where we cover everything on the court with the West Greene Lady Buffaloes basketball team. We'll recap the past 6 games for the Lady Buffaloes dating back to the great snow of 2026, and we'll look ahead to this week's district tournament. So stick with us. We'll be right back to talk about all that right after this break here on First Horizon's Green Sports Zone. The Tommie's Plum and Betsy Shaw Show is brought to you by Gateway Ford Nissan, Tommie's Plumbing, and by First Horizon Bank.
Here's a twist on your typical banking options. What if instead of choosing between a big bank or a small bank, you had one bank that's the best of both? That's First Horizon. Big bank muscle with small bank hustle. Big bank convenience and small bank connection. When the best of big meets the best of small, you get it all. To help you on the road to your horizon. First Horizon Bank.
Welcome back to First Horizon's Green Sports Zone, and welcome back to this week's edition of the Tommie's Plum and Betsy Shaw Show, where we cover everything on the hardwood inside of Jimmy Jones Gymnasium with the West Greene Lady Buffaloes basketball team. As always, I'm joined here with Lady Buffs head coach Betsy Shaw. Coach, it has been a long time since we've sat down. We got a lot more snow than I think anybody expected.
We did. It kept us in a long time.
It kept us in way too long also. I'm sure you were tired of it because for a coach, it was probably very annoying not being able to practice, games getting moved. And luckily, we're sitting down here at the end of the regular season now, so all those games have been made up. Luckily, you didn't have to cancel any. But take me through that whole entire weather situation and how annoying it was for you.
It was tough with the practicing. You know, I was the only coach that said, I hope we practice. But, we played Johnson County, I think it was that Thursday.
Yeah.
And we practiced Wednesday, and I think I had 7 here. And 2 or 3 of them were on varsity, and the rest of them couldn't make it. And then we played Johnson County the next day. And it looked like we had taken that much time off. And then we put Happy Valley on Friday. So it was just, I mean, I don't care how many games we play, but to take that long off, it was tough. It was tough. So.
And you had so many games in so many days. I think Allen might have said it and I forgot, but Johnson County Thursday, Happy Valley Friday, South Greene Monday, Cosby Tuesday, Hancock Thursday. Mm-hmm. So 5 games within a 7-day stretch right there, or an 8-day stretch after only having 1 practice within a week. So was there a lot of rust in that early stage of that run right there?
Yes. Yes, it was. Yes, it looked rough. We looked rough playing Johnson County. So. Mm-hmm. And
let's jump into that Johnson County game too. We'll lump all of the conference games together, going to Johnson County, Happy Valley, and South Greene. All 3 of those within 5 days right there, Thursday, Friday, and Monday. Suffer a loss to Johnson County here at home. You win on senior night over Happy Valley, and then lose to South Greene on the road. Take me through all 3 of those games right there after the snow.
Well, we can start with Johnson County. Peyton scored the ball really well for us. She had 23 points, and then no one else had double digits. So we didn't score many points. She had 23 of our 35 points total against Johnson County. And then Happy Valley, Caitlin had 3, Kelly had 1, Peyton 9, Neva 2, Emily 2, Joey 5, and Erica 11. And South Greene, Sarah had 2, Caitlin 5. I don't know. I think it's Callie supposed to have 5. It's written in the wrong blank, I think. Neva had 2, Nevaeh had 6, Erica 8, Madison 9. Was that all of you asked about?
Yeah, and let's go back to Happy Valley, talking about that one being the lone win out of the stretch, but it being senior night. And it's always wonderful to achieve a win on senior night, and especially against Happy Valley, a team that's had your number in a particular game in the past. So talk to me about how good it was to send those seniors off their home court for their last regular season game with a win.
We do not have any seniors.
You're right. That just slipped my mind. I totally just slipped my mind. I'm so robotic and used to talking about senior nights that it's weird not having no seniors though.
It was good to win though.
Yeah,
it was good to win.
We'll talk about that. It wasn't a senior night win. It was for the boys, but not for the girls, considering you had no seniors. But how good was it just to get a win?
It was good considering we had several games there where we didn't win. So it's always good to win a game, especially when you've lost a couple.
And I think you were, in the 4 seed after the Johnson County game. So I don't know if that Happy Valley game really had any bearing on your conference standing. South Greene, you go into that one too, and 20-point loss. But I want to talk about the ending of the game. Ends early due to a scary, scary situation at the end with Erica Davis. And we were on the air and we were on our live stream whenever it happened. And I don't think we've had an official update to anybody yet, but I've spoken to you about her, and I want you to just tell us, how is she doing at this moment?
She's going to be okay.
Okay.
She is.
That's awesome to hear.
She won't be playing anymore this season with us, but she's going to be okay. That's what matters. So.
Yeah, scary situation because you don't know what's going on. When a player doesn't move, that's the scariest of them all. But glad to hear that she will make a full recovery and that she'll be. Is she released? Mm-hmm. Okay, awesome. Good to hear that. Moving past South Greene into Cosby and Hancock County, you finished the regular season with 2 1A teams, 61-30 loss to Cosby, and then you finished the regular season strong with a 42-25 win at Hancock County. Talk to me about that pair of games right there to end the regular season.
So Cosby, we scheduled them towards the end to try to help prepare us for the district tournament. Me and Coach Tolley did, just to play someone that was really skilled and try to make us better. They pressed us the whole game, and that's something that we can always improve on. So that was a good game, the really tough game right here at the end. And so it was a tough game. And then we don't have all our players right now. So we're missing Erica, and then Joey's hurt. And so she didn't play South Greene, Cosby, or Hancock. So we look a lot different when you have certain people, then, all of a sudden you're missing 2 of them. And so it makes the dynamics and everything you do a lot differently. So it looked a lot different when we were out there as well. I mean, the girls played hard, but it was a good game to push our limits and see what we're good at and what we need to improve on. And then Hancock, we had a slow start up there. I know you said we won, but we had a really slow start. Points, Sarah had 5, Kelly had 1, Peyton had 16, Neva 3, Emily 11, Leanne 3, and Nevaeh 2. So several people contributed in that win.
It's weird seeing Joey on the sideline. I've only seen it once in the South Greene game since she's been sidelined due to injury, but I know it's more beneficial with her on the court, of course, but with her being on the sideline, she looks like she's an assistant coach out there too, the way that she's talking to him on the bench and directing traffic. So talk about that dynamic. When you don't have her on the court, she's still on the sideline acting as a coach.
She does, and she knows. She has a very high basketball IQ, and so like when they come off the floor or whatever, she'll talk to them and try to tell them different things as well. So it's good that she is still a part of the team, but like she needs to go back to the floor. Like this, we don't need another assistant coach. We need her out there. So hopefully she can get to play again this season. I don't know at this point, but yes, it is good to have her input, but I would rather have her input on the floor.
Better to have her on the floor than on the bench.
Yeah.
Well, I guess this interview will be a little easier because we hadn't sat down in so long, and usually we do a senior night preview. Of course, we didn't get to do a senior night preview, but you didn't have a senior night. No seniors, which is something that I forgot about. So that wraps up the regular season, I guess. Finishing at Hancock County right there, finishing 5-5 within District 1 2A, moving into the District 1 2A tournament now, the most exciting time of the year. You got Chucky Doak on Wednesday. You got them back here at home. You had them here at home right before the snow too. So very familiar face in a familiar territory. We'll talk about that right after the break though, and talk about the upcoming tournament. So stick with us right after these messages here on First Horizons Green Sports Zone.
Here's a twist on your typical banking options. What if instead of choosing between a big bank or a small bank, you had one bank that's the best of both? That's First Horizon. Big bank muscle with small bank hustle. Big bank convenience and small bank connection. When the best of big meets the best of small, you get it all. To help you on the road to your horizon. First Horizon Bank.
For over 30 years, Tommie's Plumbing has proudly served the Tri-Cities with a personal touch because we're not just plumbers, we're family. From simple faucet repairs to full plumbing repiping, we have the experience and expertise to get the job done right. We also specialize in water heater and tankless water heater installations, helping you find the perfect solution for your home. Our technicians stand behind their work and always leave your space clean and spotless. Looking for a plumber who's fast, professional, and reliable? Call Tommie's Plumbing and let our family take care of yours.
At many dealerships, you get what you'd expect. Games, gimmicks, and shady sales tactics. At Gateway Nissan in Greenville, expect the unexpected. Low prices, convenient service, and a great buying experience.
Get our Gateway exclusive lifetime powertrain warranty.
No worries for life.
You deserve the unexpected. It's the #1 reason you gotta get to Gateway.
Shop online at gatewaynissangreenville.com.
Or take the super short drive down Highway 11E to Gateway Nissan in Greenville.
Welcome back to First Horizons Green Sports Zone, and welcome back to this week's edition of the Tommie's Plum and Betsy Shaw Show, where we cover everything on the court with the West Greene Lady Buffaloes basketball team. As always, joined here with Lady Buffs head coach Betsy Shaw. So it's the most exciting time of the year. It's the district tournament. I wanted to lead off the interview with that, but of course with the snow being involved and not sitting down before that, I had to mention it first. But district tournament is upon us now. How excited are you?
It's exciting times. It is. It's more exciting that we're getting to host. So this is different. You know, instead of going like last year, we went to Unicoi and played first round. So it's getting to host first round's different.
Yeah, it's I think the first year of there's Jay Early, first year of the first round games being satellite games. Correct? I know last year you said Unicoi County, and then 2 years ago was at Daniel Boone High School. So how much different is it being able to host that play-in game?
It's a lot different for us because, you know, like you said, we just played them here a couple weeks ago. So it's not been too long since we have all these weeks are running together because of all the snow time. But it's not been long since we played them. We played them here, so it's a lot different. And
beneficial, too, that you were able to play them recently. I think it was the last week of January. It was right before that snow. Maybe it was right before the first snow. But like you said, things ran together, and I can't remember back that far. But let's talk about Chucky Doak a little bit. A team that I think you have played more than any team in your time here at West Greene. I think the first year that we sat down and did these interviews, you played them 4 or 5 times.
One year we played them 4 times.
Yeah, it was 4 times in a season. I don't think I've ever seen a team play each other 5, but you played them 4, and you've played them 3 times in multiple seasons also. It's the team that you're most familiar with, but they're under new leadership now. But you've played them twice and beat them twice with this new team. So going into the district tournament, what are your expectations on Wednesday?
They've improved a ton. I said that last time, you know, we interviewed after we beat them, and I said that, but they have. I mean, you see all their scores and how they about beat South Greene. That was close, you know, and their game was close with Washburn. You know, they're improving a ton, and they've gotten a lot better. So.
And of course, with it being the play-in game too, it's the most important game of the season now because it's not a first-round district game where if you lose, you go to the consolation game. The play-in games is a 1-game playoff, and in a 1-game playoff, anything can happen, and that's the scary part. So what's the intensity been like at practice so far, trying to get the girls prepared for that game on Wednesday?
I thought practice today went well. I mean, they seem to be very focused on the game and the goals that we still have, so I think practice is going well so far.
And what do you think it'll take on Wednesday to get that win also? Because the last 2 years that play-in games unfortunately bit you at the wrong time, and now you've got the opportunity to right that wrong and get into that district tournament. So what's it going to take to get that win this year?
Make sure that we all do our jobs. I mean, they all have different things they do and different things they contribute. And, you know, last week without Joey, our team has been looking a lot different. And now without Eric as well, it looks a lot different. So everybody's going to have to step up just a little bit compared to what maybe their previous role was. So.
That was going to be my last question, but I like that you mentioned that because I want to transition to that. How much different has it been preparing without 2 of your key pieces also? Because you never expect things like that to happen, but as a coach, you always do that during a season with players that miss due to injuries, illness, suspensions. But how different is it trying to prepare for the most important game without 2 of your best players?
It's tough.
Yeah.
It's tough. I mean, me and Coach Shelby have spent a lot of time talking about what different things that we can do and try. So we'll try a couple different things to see what works best without them. Because, I mean, you don't know what's going to work for sure. So just trying a few different things with the personnel that we do have left.
On a scale of 1 to 10, how excited are you going into Wednesday?
10.
How nervous are you going into Wednesday?
I mean, they have prepared since preseason on working on, you know, everything. Ball handling, shooting, playing as a team. We improve, you know, trying to improve each day. You know, we did all the June stuff. I know this past few days we're preparing differently without them too, but them girls have been working for a really long time. So I'm not nervous. I'm more excited than anything, and I think they feel the same way. So.
If you said 10, I wouldn't have blamed you because it is a nerve-wracking time of the year, but it's also an exciting time of the year with so many emotions. But we've got the District 1 2A tournament upon us now. You've got West Greene and Chucky Doak Wednesday at what time?
6 o'clock.
6 o'clock here at West Greene High School at Jimmy Jones Gymnasium. So come out and support the Lady Buffs as they take on the Lady Black Knights in the play-in game to reach the District 1 2A tournament. But that's all we've got, short and sweet. One game, but Wednesday, 6 o'clock here at West Greene High School. If you have the opportunity, come out and watch the opener of the District 1 2A tournament. But Coach, unless you've got anything else to add, I believe that's all I got.
I don't.
No seniors to talk about.
Nope. Thank you.
No seniors. Thank you all for watching this week's edition of the Tommie's Plumbing Betsy Shaw Show. We look forward to seeing you next time here on First Horizons Green Sports Zone.